Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. And on today's episode, I want to embrace these 3 R's. All right. I believe that following these 3 R's will add more value to your life, and you'll be more at peace. I think so. Personally, I think so because it has worked for me. I'm still getting my hands on it, but I believe it can also work for you. All right, it can also work for you. 3 R's that I want you to embrace. Follow these 3 R's. All right, respect for yourself, respect for others, responsibilities for your action. Respect for yourself, respect for other people, and responsibility for your action. I believe by embracing these 3 R's, your life becomes better, improved. You become a better person over time. You become a better person. Do you understand? So, I will take each R's in a 2-3 minutes and break it down for you so that you understand better what I'm trying to say. Number one, respect for self. Respect for self. This is like another word for respect for self, I think, is self-esteem, which is the confidence in your own ability, the confidence in your own worth. All right, you believe that you are and that you're worthy. Yeah, you believe you're worthy. All right, you're proud of who you are. That means you accept your flaws and your imperfections without trying to explain them. Do you understand? You're not trying to explain your imperfection and your flaws. You accept your strength, you accept your weaknesses, you accept them. That doesn't mean you're not trying to improve upon them, but you accept them. You love yourself enough to accept yourself for who you are. Do you understand? So that will be a definition that I want you to work with when you think about respect for yourself. So if someone tells you that you should respect yourself, think from that angle. All right, don't think from the angle of what do you mean I don't respect myself. Don't go into a rampage like that. Come on, man. Be civilized. When someone says respect yourself, so you need to hear what they say. If you don't understand what they say, ask them, what do you mean that I should respect myself? Because many people use those words and they just mean to abuse you. All right, you need to understand. But the moment you ask them, what do you mean that I should respect myself? Many of them don't even understand what they are talking about. Many of them don't even understand what they are talking about. So, respect for yourself. You need to have that sense of worth in your own abilities and your own person. All right, you need to be proud of who you are, and you need to accept your flaws and imperfections. That's having respect for yourself. Like what Confucius said, respect yourself and others will respect you. So if you think other people don't respect you, do not point fingers to them yet. All right, look at yourself in the mirror and said, am I acting respectably? All right, am I acting in a respectable manner? These kids are not respecting me. Am I acting respectably? All right, am I respectable? It's not something you demand. It's something that people give to you. It's like a gift. You merit it. All right, and it's about attitude, it's about character, it's about the way you carry yourself, your disposition, your way, your mannerism, the way and how you talk, the way and how you do your thing. All right, those are things that make people respect you. All right, so it's important for you to respect yourself. People respect you when you respect yourself. I believe so. That's what Confucius says, and I agree. How do you respect yourself? Get to know who you are. You cannot respect what you don't know. All right, get to know who you are. The more you understand about yourself, the more you will see yourself the more and appreciate yourself the more. So get to know yourself. That's one way for you to respect yourself. Forgive yourself also. That's one way for you to show that you respect yourself. If you want to respect yourself, then you have the ability. You have to develop the ability, and you must be able to forgive yourself. Do you understand me? You must be able to forgive yourself of anything you've done wrong to yourself, to people. Forgive yourself. See yourself in a good way. Forgive yourself. That's one way for you to be able to respect yourself. You have to be able to forgive yourself. And another way for you to respect yourself is accept yourself. I said it, that you need to accept your flaws and your imperfections. That's one way. Be comfortable in your own skin. Learn to love the person you see every day. I'm not saying you should condone some stupidity in your life. I'm not saying you should condone some weaknesses that are dragging you down. You know they are dragging you down. I'm not saying you should accept those things and not try to improve them. I'm saying you should accept yourself, forgive yourself, and accept yourself. Be comfortable in your own skin. See, many of us are not beautiful. All right, we're not handsome like some people are. So when you are not handsome, you need to accept the fact that this is you. You're normal. And if you're ugly, you're ugly, okay? You're ugly, all right? So you are ugly. Find a way to, when an ugly person dress very fine, people will not see their ugliness. They will say, fuck, it's beautiful. Do you understand me? They say, whoa, this guy is beautiful. So how do you respect yourself? You get to know yourself. You don't respect who you don't know, right? You forgive yourself often and you accept yourself. Those are ways for you to to respect yourself. And then the second R is respect for others. Respect for others. All right. I define respect as something as like self-esteem. You accept somebody for who they are. Everything you've given to yourself, you give it to others. That's respect for others in just a simple term. I said you get to know yourself. All right. So you get to know others. That's the only way you can respect them. First, get to know people as a human being before you see them from the religious lens, before you see them from ethnic lens, before you see them from country nationality lens, before you see them from sex lens. See them as a human being first. That's the first way you can respect others genuinely. So accept people for who they are, even when they are different from you, even when you don't agree with them or their lifestyle. You respect them for who they are. Because you respect someone doesn't mean that you guys must bond, you guys must play all the time, you guys must have a relationship. No. Respect is about how you view them. View them as a human being, accept them for who they are, forgive them. All right? That doesn't mean you need to be with them. Because you forgive someone doesn't mean you guys will be in a relationship. No. You forgive them. Forgive them is a gift. You forgive them for anything that you think they did wrong to you, and you let them go. So it's important that you have respect for others. You practice active listening. That's one way for you to show you respect people. Listen to them when they are talking to you. Listen to them when they are talking to you. Practice active listening. That's one way to show you respect them. Let them know that they matter to you. When talking to someone, validate them. Validate them. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you. Validate them like that. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for coming over to check on me. Validate them. Thank you. I love the way you dress. I love that necktie especially. Validate them. Let them know that they matter to you. Let them know that your friendship matters. Let them know that their love to you matters to you. All right? You might not understand. Another way for you to show respect to people is what I said earlier. You might not understand the way they are living their life, okay? You might not understand the choices they are making, but you can respect it. You can respect it. You are talking to someone, both of you got into an argument and they are reinforcing their belief, maybe in a political candidate, for example. You just need to respect their opinion without insulting their intelligence or trying to shame them into believing in your own candidate or your own political philosophy. It doesn't make any sense. So far they are not harming people. All right, they are not harming people. It's their choice. Fundamental human right is their choice. If you think they are foolish, give them the right to be foolish. It is their right. It is their utmost right to be foolish if they want to be. Do you understand? You might not understand it. Let them feel valuable enough and accept them. The same thing you do for yourself, do for. And finally, responsibility for your action. I won't overflog this. Responsibility for your actions. Take responsibility for all your actions. Whatever you say, take responsibility for it. Whatever you do, take responsibility for it. However you act, take responsibility. Take responsibility. If you are caught in a wrong, take responsibility. If you are caught in a right, take responsibility. Thank you for Listen then to me. Let me reinforce this. Follow these 3 R's: respect for yourself,